Hello everybody, welcome to the Empressive channel. I want to talk about some new music because it's been a while since I've talked about some music, but I first want to give a shout out to Lady London and Dreezy because recently they did drop their new single together called Yeah Yeah, and I really like this song. This song has been on repeat for me. I love the swag in it. I love the sassiness and boldness and the kind of cockiness they have. They're just popping their ish and they're telling the men, listen, step your game up or you will be left behind. The song is just fun and I love the energy. It's definitely reminiscent of early 2000s rap. And I like the Destiny's Child references in the video. I caught a few of the Destiny's Child references from the Soulja video to the Bills video. I thought that was cute how they paid homage to DC. But I just really like the song, and I think Lady London and Dreezy are amazing, talented rappers. To me, they are a breath of fresh air, and it doesn't matter what they rap about. Just know that the bars are going to be there, the flow and the delivery is going to hit every single time. They're super talented, super underrated, and I do hope that they collaborate more in the future. I think they should do a joint project together, really. They could do what Drake and 21 Savage did. They put out the Her Loss record. Well, Dreezy and Lady London can put out a His Loss record. I would be here for that, but anyway, I like the song, Yeah Yeah. If you haven't gotten a chance, please check it out. Next, I want to talk about the South African artist, Tyla. I know some of you all have probably heard her viral hit song, Made Me Sweat, Made Me Water. Her song, Water, has been blowing up steadily and is slowly becoming a global hit, y'all. And I'm actually very happy for her. I did talk about Tyla in the past as well in one of my videos. I remember I was reviewing a song that she had with another Afrobeat Nigerian artist named Ayra Starr, and the song they collaborated on was Girl Next Door. And I was kind of saying that both Tyla and Ayra were becoming the face of pop music in Africa. Both Ayra and Tyla are very talented artists, and it was pretty genius for them to collaborate with each other because together they could really be a force. They're fusing sounds and cultures together, and they're becoming the face of African pop music, and I think it's great. I'm here for it. Since I've done this video, Tyla has actually blown up a lot more. Her song Water went viral on TikTok and it's now number 67 on the Hot 100 charts. And she is the first South African artist to surpass 10 million monthly listeners on Spotify. So that is a huge jump within a 4-month span. I really think Tyla has it. I think she's talented and she could perform her tail off. She could sing. And I think if her team plays their cards correctly, they could get her to follow that Rihanna blueprint because I see some strong Rihanna influences in her. She even said that Rihanna is one of her biggest influences along with Aaliyah. So I definitely see where her team could probably follow the Rihanna blueprint, but she just has to be consistent and she has to keep making good music. But I definitely see it for Tyla, and I also see it for Ayra. I mean, Ayra has definitely had her big moments already. Her song Rush and Bloody Samaritan were both international hits. And she just released another song that I really like. It's actually called Rhythm and Blues. So I do like a lot of her music. I know a lot of people would compare her to Tems because their voices are so similar. But I do think Ayra has a different style. She makes different music. I feel like she's more of a pop artist in a sense. Like she does more pop-based Afrobeat, and her performance style and her music is different. Tems, on the other hand, does kind of soulful Afrobeat music with a mix of R&B as well. And she also released a new single called Me and You, and I love it as well. It's high vibrational and spiritually grounded. I just love it. Shout out to Tems. Now, I want to talk about Megan Thee Stallion. It seems like Megan Thee Stallion's career is in a weird place right now because she is now saying that she's independent, she doesn't have a label, and she's actually going to be funding her upcoming album.
This part of my album is definitely very much funded by Megan Thee Stallion because, you know, we trying to get off.
Y'all know.
Y'all know what's the tea. But I have no label right now. and we're doing everything funded straight out of Megan Thee Stallion pockets. So the budget is coming from me.
Hot Girl Productions.
Motherfucking Hot Girl Productions. The next shit y'all about to see about to be all straight from Megan Thee Stallion, Megan Thee Stallion brain, Megan Thee Stallion wallet. Yes. We in my pockets, hotties. So let's do our big one. Because we really doing our big one. And I'm so excited to be doing something for the first time independent since it was just me and my mama. So excited because it's really just me this go round until we sign to a new label. But I don't want to sign to a new label right now because I just want to do it myself until I'm completely...
Hot girl production.
So, hotties, do your fucking big one because it's just us.
It's just us.
It's just us.
I got Traumazine to go.
I know. And my label already told me, they was like, bitch, Traumazine going to hell.
So you heard Megan. Megan is basically moving independently now. And technically, she is still signed to a label, but you all know that she doesn't really have a good relationship with her label, 1501 Certified Entertainment. You know, she has been in a legal battle with the CEO, Carl Crawford, for a few years now. And Megan has been desperately trying to get off the label because she feels like Carl has been stealing money from her, but she still has to fulfill her contractual obligations. So she is in a tough spot. She can't leave the label, and there's no other label that's willing to buy her out of her contract. Also, another important factor here is she's no longer with 300 Entertainment. Now, if you don't know, Megan not only signed a deal with 1501, but she also signed another deal with 300. 300 was actually distributing her music, so they were the main ones promoting her and really giving her a budget. But 300 has been sold to Warner Music, so that label doesn't really exist anymore. And now Megan is stuck on 1501, but she doesn't have a good relationship with 1501. So she's kind of forced to do everything alone at this point. And I know some people are wondering, well, where is Roc Nation? Where does Roc Nation come into play? Because they should be helping her. And I agree, but people have to remember that Roc Nation is a management company. It's not her label. So they could get her endorsement deals and bookings, but when it comes down to the music, they don't really have much control. The control really lies with 1501, and if 1501 doesn't have any vested interest in Megan, then Megan is going to have to do everything alone. So yeah, Megan is in a weird place in her career, and I don't know how her project is going to do. If she puts out music that sounds similar to what she's done before, I don't know how well the audience is going to receive it. I think Megan really has to come strong with this new music. I do kind of wish she didn't waste her comeback moment by collaborating on Cardi B's song Bongos, because that song kind of came and went. I mean, it had a lot of hype, but it didn't do what it was supposed to do. And that song was very costly. I think the music video alone cost $2 million. So the fact that there was so much money invested into that song and it didn't really go anywhere is a bad sign, in my opinion. It's more so a bad sign for Cardi, but it's also a bad sign for Megan, because this was supposed to be her comeback moment and it was wasted. And so now she has to find a way to create another moment and get people interested again. So we'll see what she does. I hope that she has some bops on this upcoming project, because that's really what's going to carry this album. Now, moving on, I want to talk about Beyonce and Taylor Swift. Now, Beyonce made a rare appearance. She actually showed up at Taylor Swift's Eras movie premiere. Now, if you don't know, Taylor and Beyonce are both releasing movies of their concerts from this summer. They both had the most successful concerts of the year, and I believe Beyonce's tour broke records. Her Renaissance tour is actually the highest grossing concert from a female artist ever, which is amazing. Beyonce is a legend. You just can't deny it. She's a legend. She's been doing this for decades. That type of longevity is impressive. It will never cease to amaze me. So I think that's great. But also Taylor's tour, the Eras tour, did incredible as well. Taylor is out here running things. Now, I don't know what it is about Taylor and her brand, but anything she slaps her name on, it's just successful. I mean, that girl is blessed. Her concert film for her Eras tour is predicted to gross between 150 million to 200 million worldwide. That is really insane to gross that much for a concert film. That's impressive. So Taylor and Beyonce are really doing their thing right now. They're running things. And obviously, when you see two female artists dominating in this way, there are going to be some comparisons. Now, the Taylor Swift and Beyonce comparisons confuse the mess out of me because these artists are like apples and oranges. They're not even alike in any way, shape, or form. They don't perform alike. They don't make the same type of music. But for some reason, the fan bases, especially on Stan Twitter, have been comparing Taylor and Beyonce all summer long. I've even seen major media outlets comparing the two. And so what Beyonce and Taylor decided to do was link up. So they basically linked up to calm down the Stan wars. And not only that, I believe they linked up strategically to get their fan bases to support each other. I do believe that this was a calculated move. And a lot of the fans and stans might not think so. They might think this is a genuine link up, but it's not. It's calculated. And this is not to say that Beyonce and Taylor don't genuinely like each other, because I do believe they have a respect for each other. But I also don't think they're hanging out just because. This is clearly strategic. I think they both want support from each other's fan bases. Taylor is welcoming all of the support from the Beehive, and she's praising their queen. She even posted her on Instagram saying, "I'm so glad. I'll never know what my life would have been without Beyonce's influence. The way she taught me and every artist out here to break rules and defy music industry norms. Her generosity of spirit, her resilience and versatility. She's been a guiding light throughout my career, and the fact that she showed up tonight was like an actual fairy tale." She even said on TikTok, "My soul equal broken, the best way possible. Honestly, can't even remember my own name." Honestly, I thought the message was sweet, and the moment they shared together was sweet. But I do think Taylor is buttering Beyonce up to get support from the Beehive. And she also wants to calm her fans down, because the Swifties have been pretty disrespectful to Beyonce. And they were also disrespectful to SZA as well. I don't know, it was just giving racist vibes. Even though Taylor can't control her fans, it doesn't always reflect the best on her when her fans act out like that, especially towards other Black female artists. So I think her praising Beyonce was a way of her showing her fans, hey, listen, she supports me and inspired me, and without her, I probably wouldn't have been where I am. So you should support her too. With that being said, I do believe Beyonce showed up to support Taylor's new film to also get support from the Swifties. And the reason why I believe this is because she posted pictures of her and Taylor on her site, and above the picture, she had a link that leads people to pre-order tickets for her film that's supposed to be dropping in December. See, Beyonce is not a dumb woman. She didn't just show up just because. Beyonce is not one of those people who runs around and pops up at every event. She doesn't do that. So when she does show up, there's a reason for it. And I do believe that she can benefit from the publicity, and she could also benefit from the support from the Swifties. So it is a mutual business move. I wouldn't be surprised if Beyonce and Taylor collaborate on a song in the future, because I think they both see the benefit from kind of using each other. And don't get me wrong, they don't need each other to sell. Let me just make that clear. And when I say using each other, I don't mean it in a negative way, but I'm just recognizing that they both carry a lot of weight in the industry, and it would be beneficial for them to link up. But anyway, tell me what you all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.